Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Magical Diary Wolf Hall. I am Charles Wynn and I am your narrator for this Let's Play, for the series on YouTube that shall be going up soon. Yes, because I am currently uploading episode 6 and this is episode 20 as far as, provided my maths works out pretty well. In the last episode, in episode number 19, we had Valentine's Day. And we celebrated it with Barbara, who said that she hates Valentine's, she hates school councils during Valentine's because they take all the money. And she gave us a very nice handmade card. So we're going to take a look here. Barbara's Valentine, yeah. Alright, done. Our highest spell level is White Magic at 63. Our red magic spell is at 40. Our blue is only at 6. Green 11, black 6. So we will... Night Sunday. What's going on here? Oh, I think I vaguely remember this from last time. They're like dancing with masks and everything. Oh, it says so right there. In the evening, students are summoned from their dorm rooms by figures wearing hoods and masks, who lead us outside. We are seated in groups around an area of scorched earth where a bonfire once stood. Each hall's students sit together, as best I can tell in the dark. The night air is frigid. It is only the press of so many bodies close together, plus our thick winter robes and capes, that allow us to bear the cold. Potsdam calls forward the seniors of each hall to walk to the centre of the burned ground and stir through the dormant ashes with a long wooden pole. The old year has died, the past is gone, and will not come again. Let us leave behind our sorrows in the ashes of the past. As these ashes become soil, so may our hearts become the ground of the future. Why is it that every time I have to do a voice, it's Potsdam's in each one of these episodes? I feel like this is the curse that I have to bear. It also doesn't help that I've taken no, I've only taken one Potsdam class, so that's white magic. She doesn't teach red magic, that's Grabiner. After all the seniors have turned over the ashes, Potsdam signals the staff and the class presidents to come forward bearing new wood. Let the new year be born. The class president turns their attention to the wood, summoning up magical sparks to fall among the branches. A light flickers, and then another, and another, until at last, curls of orange flame begin to blossom and the fire is rekindled. Now we need an omen for the new year. If anyone here has been experiencing a recurring dream and would like to share it with us. The only dreams that repeat for me are those of my home. That's not an omen I wish to share. There is silence for a few moments as students examine their thoughts in the light of the new fire. Their faces warm and their backs cold. Eventually Angela climbs to her feet. She tells us a dream about finding a pink birthday cake in a field and taking it for herself, but when she cuts into the cake it's made of sand and it collapses. Is it Angela in the first one? Because that sounded familiar. I can't remember if Angela was in the first game or not. I don't recognise her. Meditate on this dream and what meaning it might have for your lives in the new year. To me, the symbol suggests that something which was once desired might turn out to be less valuable than expected. Now, be joyous, and may all the seeds of the past bear fruit in you. Well, okay, listen to this. He is interpreting her dream. This could have, like, serious, like, deep metaphorical meaning for her. What could that mean? I remember once, I'm not going to tell you what dream I had, but I said one of my dreams to one of my friends, and she came back with this, like, extensive paragraph about what my dream means. And no, she's not normally, like, a mystic or anything like that. She's actually, kind of crazy, to be honest. And I mean Alice Madness Returns crazy. But honestly, she's an absolutely amazing person. We just joke that she's like Alice Madness Returns. Anyway, now be joyous and may the seeds of the past bear fruit in you all. After she finishes speaking, everyone stands up and dances in the light of a new fire until it's time to return to our rooms and sleep. And that dream that I told her, it actually made sense what she interpreted, so, you know. Dreams, pay attention to your dreams, people, if you can remember them. Someone is knocking on my door. It's Minnie! Good morning. I'm letting all the freshmen know there's an exam this Friday. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Okay, bye! What should I do this week? So I have an exam. If I get 2 in everything, that'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, that'll be 10. I only need 7. 2, 4, 6... I would need to do 4 of these. I have base... I think I kind of want to just study green magic, to be honest with you. I'm going to do some green magic, because we have a red magic spell that Professor Grabner said you should use green magic with. So we're going to try and up this. Please, kits and cubs, take your seats. There are some things we should talk about before your magical education progresses any further. Most of it... Hold on, I need to blow my nose. Alright. Most of you know yourselves as either a boy or a girl, and that identity may be important to you. And then there's Blaze. But even with humans, sex is not always as simple as male or female, with nothing in between. And in the magical world, there are many more possibilities which you should be aware and respectful of. I wonder if she's going to bring Blaze in to show off the wild seeds. Show off for the wild seeds. That would get the point across quickly, but I'm not sure it's fair to use a student as a prop. Some entities are sexless and will be confused if you address them by masculine or feminine terms. Some can change gender roles at will, or be both at once. Some types of creatures have more than 2 sexes, all of which can be difficult for the English language to cope with. Many living beings will take offense to being referred to as it, although not all, some may prefer it. It is wise to ask those you meet how they prefer to be addressed, rather than risk offending a dragon. At the mention of dragons, I see Suki Sato suddenly perk up and look around in confusion, before she returns to staring out the window. To encourage politeness, we witches and wizards have our own formal pronouns to use when gender is other or unknown. Repeat after me. Airs himself. Yeah, we've already read that one. I know all this already, so I tune out the rest of her lecture. I suppose it's important to be sure the wild seeds understand wizarding language, but I hope she gets back to spells soon. Green magic class, success! Another green magic class, and we got it! We got another spell! Now, my little jumping beans, are you all feeling energetic today? Actually, I feel great, yeah! Well, whether you're ready or not, you will be in a moment. There's something strangely mischievous in the way she says that. Today, rather than use the magic of life to heal yourselves, you'll learn to use it to improve yourselves. I don't know what is wrong with my reading today. I woke up 7 o'clock today and it's now 1:22. Then I went back to sleep and then I woke up again at 12 or 12:15, I think. Yeah. So it's not like I haven't been awake already today. So I should know how to act like a normal human being, okay? Anyway, your own pattern will always be the easiest to adjust. After all, you know yourselves best. However, tinkering with your own life energy is a dangerous prospect. Remember, changes should be subtle and gentle. By enhancing yourself, you can increase your strength and physical durability for a short period of time. This might allow you to push a heavy obstacle out of the way, or survive an attack which would otherwise overpower you. But remember, this increase in health is only temporary, but injuries you sustain are not. A wound which seemed unimportant in your enhanced state might prove too much for your normal self. How might you handle that problem? Virginia raises her hand. Cast the enchantment spell again, then it won't wear off and you can be even stronger. Oh my, well I suppose that is one way. But you might find it more sustainable to heal yourself first. Boost strength focuses the caster's life energy to temporarily increase physical strength and health, Bonus health will be lost when the spell ends. Cool. What do I do about Barbara? If we were back in my homeland, it would be easy to impress her. Anything I wanted could be arranged. A private theatre, musicians, dancers, the works. But then I'm not even sure how much she'd like that. She might prefer a hike in the mountains or a ride in a horse cart. I could show her the stars if I were at home. What can I do for her that would be special? Firstly, don't take her to the other worlds. Do not go to the other world with her. That is a bad idea. Just letting you know. While it is romantic as all hell, remember what Professor Grabner went through. What can I do for her here that would be special? Our trip to the mall was not a complete success. The spring play won't be for weeks. It's too cold to explore the woods. I don't know how to find a metal gig if we could even get permission to leave the school to attend one. Should I focus on making a gift for her? But what? I could colour a card as she did, but that's only copying her. Flowers from the other world would raise suspicion. Ah, looks like I'm a failure as an ordinary American teenager. Everyone knows what to do except for me. Ah, so maybe I could ask an American teenager. I go down the hall to knock on a door. Charles? I explain the whole backstory and my problem figuring out what I can do for Barbara that would be special. Dude, nobody knows how to date. Especially not me. No, really, you'd be surprised how clueless most people are. Nobody's really normal. We're all screw-ups. Well, great. So I'm ordinary after all, but that still doesn't help. What have you done together that she actually liked? Hanging out in the dungeon? Colouring? She went to the mall and she made me dress up? It made her laugh too. She should laugh more, it's cute. Well, there you go then. You should dress up for her. Decorate yourself, paint your nails lots of colours. I bet she'd like that. Paint my nails? You know, nail polish. Ask Jeffrey in Falcon Hall. He's got tons of it. All pastel. It'll show you're not afraid to be different like her. I can't tell if this is sincere advice or one of Donald's weird jokes, but it makes a certain kind of sense. Barbara colours her hair, so she would probably appreciate it if I coloured my nails. As for things to do on a date, if she likes you, it doesn't matter that much what you do. Anything would be fun. But if you need something to suggest, you can borrow one of Luke's board games or something. Yeah, good idea. She's the wild seed. She should know the games. Good luck, and whatever you do, don't make her mad or she'll shank you. What is shank? Fill you full with holes with a knife. Oh, how reassuring. I mean, we already knew that in the first place, right? That's what she would do? Alright. We missed out on... Oh, we still have one more day to do green magic. But, before that, I've got a deck of cards in my pocket and green stars on my fingernails. I've even got a board game on backup in my bedroom, and I understand the rules. Unless Luke was just making up the part about the cat piece being able to survive all the traps in the mansion. Now all I need is Barbara. And that is a problem. I thought if I went out into the halls at night I might find her or she might find me. So far though, I'm not having any luck. I'll just have to try again another time. Come to think of it, we have an exam tomorrow. She might have wanted her rest tonight. Also, an exam tomorrow means a new practice dungeon being opened this weekend. I can probably find her there. I hope. Alright. And we have 21 green magic just in time. Professor Potsdam steps to the front of the class, looking solemn. When you face challenges in life, my seedlings, it is always preferable to resolve them with wit and friendship. Positive solutions strengthen you and grant you more options for your future. Sometimes, however, it may be necessary for you to defend yourself. You are not required to stand helpless in the face of danger. With green magic, you can directly affect the energy of any living creature, causing them to become temporarily ill. Temporary because a spell of sickness will wear off within a day or so, even if it is not healed. It is not fatal. But, in the heat of combat, a terrible stomach pain is permanent enough. Remember, this spell is an attack. It will cause pain and suffering. It might even incapacitate someone. It is not a prank. Anyone misusing green magic against their classmates will be punished accordingly. Now, would anyone like to volunteer to be a test subject? I promise to heal you quickly. Affects a living target with illness and pain, dealing 6 to 10 damage. Cool. I don't know if that's going to be useful for me, because I already got red magic. That does more damage. Is he holding a fishing rod? No, that's a wand. I find myself staring at the bulbous eyes of an unfamiliar creature which is standing back out of reach. There are no stairs out of this dungeon. Excuse me? The Riparian's goal is to find and claim the silver chalice hidden somewhere in the labyrinth. Your goal is to get there first. Seize the chalice and you pass the test. As the words fade away, I hear a series of echoing croaks, but I can't make any sense out of them. Okay. So, first off, we're going to save. We're going to call this, there we go. We're going to call this Frogman Dungeon. Like so. Save. Alright, well. We'll go forward. The Loveland Frog has moved. Okay. So firstly, what I want to do is I want to do awareness. Yes. Whoa, look at that. This thing is pretty quick. You nudge the wall. There's nothing here, okay. Nothing there. I don't think there's anything down there. So I'm not gonna risk it. There he is. He looks pretty upset, to be honest. I'm gonna do previous page. I want to do communication with the Loveland Frog. I reach out with my mind and fall into another's with a ripple. You have a message? The directness of her thought catches me slightly off guard. Greetings to you? No greetings, you are not food, no eater, no, not people. If you bring no offering, you are not worth speech. Offering? I get he doesn't mean only presents. Many other world creatures perform tasks in exchange for gifts. Perhaps that's why he's in this dungeon to begin with. I seek the silver cup, so do you. Only one of us will succeed. Do you have a message? I might be able to make a deal. I will give you a gift if you agree to return the other world to the other world without the chalice. What is your offering? I'll kiss you. I'll give you a kiss. Interesting. He pauses for a moment, looking me over. I accept. That actually worked? Oh god, look at his eyes. A bargain is a bargain. I lean forward and press my lips to the frog's slimy nose, trying not to get any of that substance into my mouth. Is he going to ask for more? Fortunate futures for you, wizard spawn. With a ripple of magic, the Riparian disappears. I relax, then wipe my mouth on my sleeve. What? Okay. Cool. So we need to go and find this silver chalice. Oh, there's something on the wall here. Wall's forward wall. Everything in moderation, including moderation. That sounds like pretty sound advice. That's interesting. Examine the floor, please. Remember, if at first you don't succeed, I win, is inscribed upon it. Examine the wall, forward wall, flip the switch. Cool. And now we have a path back out of here. Yes. So I believe we've already won, unless there's another challenge here. Oh, look, there's something. There it is! Examine the table. Hold on. First, inspect the table. The table resists my spell. Interesting. Let's see. I believe I would like to boost my strength first. How much mana do I have? Oops, close. I have 21 mana. So let's go... I feel like there's a trap here. So I'm going to boost my strength first, cast the spell. I'm going to examine the table, the silver chalice. I turned expecting a magical reaction. Nothing happened. The cabochon jewels do not blaze to life. The silver remains cold and smooth against my skin. Oh, there it goes. Oh, we won. Cool. When I can feel my feet again, I'm standing in the school quad and I have to shield my eyes against the sunlight. Congratulations, Charles. For succeeding in your quest, you receive 5 merits. I didn't expect you to put your personal skills to work. Well, I wanted to win. All's fair in love and dungeons? Another 5 merits for my personal amusement. Oh, hey, we got all the merits that we need. Well, not that we need. I don't think we needed any merits, but we maxed out our merits. And I'm sure you saw that pop up there. That means that we got another achievement. And I believe that achievement... Let me just do the Steam overlay here. It takes a little bit for the achievements to appear on Steam. In the Steam... what is it? In the Steam achievements section. But I got the Star Student Award, which probably means that I've maxed out my merits. I hope you've enjoyed putting your skills into practice. Now if you'll excuse me, I have another student to look after. Looks like I am finished for the day. Cool. Kissing that frog didn't lower my stress? What? Come on. Footsteps in the hall signal the usual Saturday morning distribution, but nothing for me. I pick up the deck of cards and check my nails, then prepare to descend into the dungeon on my quest. As I head down the corridors, I catch the sight of a familiar hairstyle up ahead. Barbara, wait for me, please. She pauses, turning to look at me, and I rush to catch up. I've been trying to find you all week. Why? Well, first I want to show you what I did with my nails. I conjure a bit of light so the glitter will sparkle more effectively. I didn't know what to do for you that would be special and personal and nothing to do with the school. I wanted to show you that you were important and inspiring to me. But I didn't want to only copy you with cards and art. So I tried something I'd never done before. See all these colours? And the shiny bits? And people wondered why I was painting my nails, but I wanted to tell you first, so I said it was a secret. It's fun letting people wonder. And I thought I don't invite you to do enough, so maybe we could play games sometime? I got cards and a board game in my room. I don't know if we'll like it, but I can get others. You're not saying anything. No, you're not saying anything. What? But I've done all the talking since I got here. Maybe she means I shouldn't say anything? I hold my tongue and wait, watching her. She sighs. I choose not to speak much. It gives me time to think. I don't have to react right away. And it tells me to hear what is said and what isn't. You say we are friends, but you never say anything about yourself. I have told you about my home, my school, what I like, how I feel, not much. I don't talk much. You talk, but you don't say anything. That's fine. You're just a person I met. I don't push people. No one should push people. But I notice. What are you saying? Oh, come on, it's clear what she's saying. Apparently that's up for me to figure out, to hear. It's true that I haven't told her much about myself. I don't talk much about myself to anyone. I can't unless I want to get into a lot of problems or invent a lot of lies. I've gotten used to avoiding the subject. But Barbara isn't just anyone. I kept my identity hidden so that people wouldn't judge me for it. But what difference would it make to her? She's a wild seed. She wouldn't know who my family are even if I told her the name they gave me. And with someone as quiet and secretive as Barbara, I don't believe she'd tell anyone else if I gave her my secret. Hey Barbara, I'm secretly a prince of the other world. Can we go somewhere more private? We're in the dungeon! Please, I don't want anyone but you to hear this. She looks unimpressed but finally shrugs and leads me further down the dungeons. Finding a dead-end corridor, she gestures me forward, then closes up the wall behind us, sealing us in. At least now no one can sneak up unexpectedly. You're upset because I say that we're friends, but I don't tell you anything about myself. And that doesn't matter if I'm just another student. But if we are friends, it's not fair, right? I don't talk about myself because Charles Wynn isn't really who I am. I made that name up. I'm afraid to say too much about my past or my home, or someone might realize who my family is. I just want to be like everyone else. Your room? All to yourself? You never had a roommate. That's not like anyone else. I made a special request. It was a mistake. I didn't realize it would set me apart. So you're a nice boy from a good family. I don't like the way she said that. What other special treatment have you gotten? Nothing. Well, at the beginning of the year, Professor Potsdam sent William Danson to tell me about the school and help me settle in. And he was my senior in initiation too, but everyone has a senior to look after them. He gave me some advice about classes and exams, but not secret lessons or dungeon solutions or anything. And when I ran for president, Potsdam gave me an advance on my allowance so I could order things for the campaign. But she said anyone could have had that if they asked for it. And you don't think it matters? I don't want it to matter. I'm just trying to be an ordinary American teenager. Hiding your power doesn't take it away. What power? If a wild seed breaks the rules or wants to go home, like Nancy, we lose all our powers and our memories. Would they do that to you? It would depend on what I'd done. They'd probably just send me home. I had to commit some unspeakable abomination for it to be worth the political risk of destroying my family as heir. So you have a safety net, and we don't. Maybe, but Grabner might expel me for things he'd only give you detention for because he thinks I should know better. On my first day here, he threatened my life if I caused too much trouble. Truly. She huffs. I can't tell if she thought it was funny or pathetic. Judging by the way she's smiling. I'm sorry I never told you. I could ask her to promise to keep my secret, but that wouldn't show trust, would it? I have to come right out with it, no secrets. My family are the hereditary leaders of a magical region in southern Europe. Huh? Every wizard I ever met was nice to me because they knew my parents, and they knew who I'd be when I grow up. I wanted a chance to find out who I am without that, to make true friends. So I made up a name and came to America, where no one would recognize me and I don't talk about my family. True friends, who you don't trust. I'm trusting you now, aren't I? Oh, I'm trusting you not to tell anyone that I'm the heir to the mantle of the woods. I don't even know what that means. It's a magical connection to my homeland. It means eventually I'll be able to feel and guide every spirit, plant, and animal in my territory without needing a spell. Controlling them, guarding them, is a responsibility. It also keeps me tied in place. Once I take the mantle, I can travel briefly, but I can never live anywhere else. So, you're rich and powerful, more than anyone else in the school. I didn't want that to matter, so please don't tell. How could I? You'd have me expelled. No! Even if you betray me, even if you tell anyone who I am, and I never have a moment's peace again, I promise you that I will never use my influence to have you punished or expelled. Wizard's Oath. Unbreakable. Unless I want to give up my magic. Why? For the same reason I came here in the first place. To show you that you matter to me. She stares at me. You still haven't said... What haven't I said? You haven't said how you feel about me. I thought on Valentine's Day you might. I thought I did, but it wasn't with my own words. How do I really feel? Yep, this is the correct answer right here. I like you. A lot. But I've never known how to say it. When you look at me and don't say anything, my words get all tangled up. She smirks at me. You see, it's easier on your part. You don't have to use your words. I didn't know what to say, so I tried to show you. when I thought of you at Christmas, it was because I wanted to be with you. And at least I know you're not impressed by my family background. She rolls her eyes. So, I guess what I'm saying is, will you go out with me? For a moment, she doesn't say anything. I like you too. It's hard for me to trust people. I don't know if I'm ready to date. But if we can be cautious and slow... I think I've been pretty cautious so far. Yeah. Yes, I've been cautious, or yes, you'll go out with me. Okay, glad we're clear on that. She giggles. So, do you want to play cards? Okay. Do you want to leave the dungeon for somewhere more comfortable? I'm comfortable here. All in all, probably a good result. Dude, good result, amazing result, come on. Be real with yourself, my friend. You're too modest. Too modest for what? I don't know. Just modest enough, I'd say. At the end of the week, I have a chance to review things that I've learned and make preparations for the future. Alright, cool. We're 30 minutes in. We did it. We are in with Barbara. Very good. We opened up to her. She knows who we are. And we know who we are a little bit better as well. I mean, us viewers for our character. So he's from Southern Europe. So maybe not Poland, right? That's more... more Hungary? More, maybe he's Hungarian? I don't know. Mantle of the Woods. I do picture woods more along, like, the Polish-Lithuanian region, down south to Ukraine? No, Ukraine. So he's from that rough area there, huh? Alright, anyway, well, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I know I haven't. I will see you next time. And remember, be honest and be real, okay? See you.